Hi, I'm Julie. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. I'm going to show you a training from the Rank Makers Activity Tracker Bonus. This was from 2020. And this is what you would get if you were a rank maker and you submitted your statistics in by 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time every Sunday. So the reason why we would do this would be so Ray could collect all our data and then use that to sell rank maker memberships. Like rank makers since 2017, rank makers have helped 492 people rank advance. They have prospected 7,000 people, stuff like that. So you would say you'd go online and you'd put in how many people you prospected, how many people you recruited, how many new customers you got if you rank advanced. And then if you did this, then as a reward, you would get emailed a training. And this is one of the trainings. And I thought this would be really good to show you because it's going to give you an idea of how fucked up we are, like rank makers. Everything. So, like transactional relationships within multi-level marketing, you see every relationship is transactional. There's this, and then you see people show up in the hospital still doing a live video, still being really excited that they can work their business from anywhere. Then with these multi-level marketing coaching groups, there's this added like guilt and shame if you're not showing up for your business, that you're really hurting people. And we believe this, that you're really damaging people by not showing up. You owe it to them. You're a selfish, terrible person if you're not prospecting, if you're not doing that live video. And so this one I'm going to show you, it's called NICE, Nothing in Me, the NICE formula for growing your network marketing business. The leader in network marketing training, Higdon University. NICE stands for Nothing in Me Cares Enough. Yeah. So this is what it looks like. So I just wanted to show you this. It is from the activity tracker bonus from March the 2nd to March the 8th, 2020. And then this says this training was taken from our Rank Makers Live event 2019. Want to learn more about attending our next Rank Makers Live? Simply send an email to support, blah, blah, blah. I attended Rank Makers Live event. But this must have been like, this was not, I didn't see this training. So maybe this was like a special training for people that paid more money. Who knows? But we'll just make this. Oh, I got to rewind this to here. Oh,
hey,
Jesus Christ. He has this intro in front of like, just wait. Every video of like in the activity tracker bonuses or in the 100K Inner Circle coaching, he's got to make sure he's going to sell like coaching or Rank Makers Live event. It's like the same intro for everything. It's always about buying, like sell stuff, buy my thing,
It's Ray Higdon, and congratulations on updating your tracker. Today's training is actually from one of our live events, and I think you're going to really, really love it. And by the way, we'd love to see you at our next event. And so feel free to click the button down below to learn more, or you can reach out to support@higdongroup.com. Rock on, and I hope you enjoy it.
Have 10 people, oh my God, that was fantastic, and then one person said, what? I'm like, well, yeah, tell me.
So this event 2019, this must have been a special training or in a special room for people that are at the top of their pyramid schemes or super VIPs, because it was done in a room. Like it did not look like this. It was like it had the dim lights and like a big stage. So I don't know where this actually happened.
Tell me more about how I suck. And not taking it personal, but just that insatiable drive to improve. And so, but you should have that, which leads me, this is the perfect segue, which leads me to this right here. Now I've only shared this, I think, one time.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
I've only shared this one time, and that's not true. I heard about this in Rank Makers. Everybody's heard this. There's probably live videos out this. It's probably in his blog. I've only shared this once. This is the second time ever this is going to be shared. Nice. It's not going to be very nice, though. It's never very nice. Things always take a dark turn very quickly.
Zeno, I'm trying to, I don't recall this.
I only recall I shared it once.
Okay, you ready for this? All right, so this will serve you greatly. This will serve you in a group activity like we just did. It'll serve you when you're building rapport but never popping the question.
Building rapport but never popping the question. What he's referring to is getting to the point when you're prospecting someone, saying, would you be open to taking a look at this business opportunity? If not, no big deal. It's funny, the whiteboard. Oh, this has to be a thing with multi-level marketing coaches. They love their whiteboards. And on the board too, it says the personality colors. So this must be a segment of a training that was done. And I don't know if he's going to continue to talk about those personality colors, but if you're in multi-level marketing, we've heard about that forever. It's like red is you're very aggressive and dominating. You want to be the leader. Yellow is you care about people. You want everybody to get along. Green means you're very analytic and scientific, and you need to have statistics and lots of icks. And then blue is you're always late and you like to party. There's only 4 personality types. You fit into one of those. And that's how you determine how to speak to someone that you're trying to build rapport before you pop the question on. So somebody who asks you, I'd like to see some more research on that product that you're trying to sell me. They're green. You're like, oh, okay, now I know how to approach them. I should send them this document. This is so much work. This is just to try to like prospect people to get, and then to ultimately recruit them into your network marketing business.
It'll serve you when you're connecting with people, but never seeing if they're open. Okay. Nice, because you're just being nice, right? Why are you just being nice?
It's like the dick is about to be fucking unleashed. And all these people, I'll bet you they've paid a pretty penny to be in this room, because this is like exclusive kind of training. They're getting this, like, they've paid a lot. So these people are probably at the top of their pyramids. They've dropped thousands, I bet.
Nice stands for nothing inside me cares enough.
That's supposed to be a mic drop moment. Always with the fucking dickness. Nothing inside me cares enough. This is the multi-level marketing industry. The more that people start looking at how these multi-level marketing coaches coach or mentor and teach, how do you treat people like this? Like, you're talking to people, you don't care enough. Use this to motivate you. There's something wrong with your mindset. Nothing in you cares enough. It's like, fuck, everybody's so over this, you know? Oh, we get it. Something else is fucking wrong with us.
Nothing inside me cares enough. Because if I'm nice and someone tells me their story and I realize that it's not very effective, but I'm nice, then it means I don't care enough about them to tell them the truth. If someone has a terrible life or a terrible relationship or a terrible job, and I can tell that it's terrible, very obvious, well, I can just be nice about it and just say, oh, maybe it'll get better, because nothing inside me cares enough to tell them the truth.
You know, so you see that if you have a friend and that they're having a hard time at their job, or it could be anything, but let's just say they have a shit job and they're having a terrible time. They might just want you to listen. But this is not about listening. This isn't about supporting. It means, no, you're doing them a disservice by not presenting them with the business opportunity that can free them from the shackles of their terrible job. Instead, shackle them to me and my coaching. Recruit them and then get them into rank makers.
To risk how they may view me. Now you balance this with not being addicted to the outcome. I'm not going to shove it down someone's throat. But if I'm talking to someone who is in a job that they hate, but I just want to be nice.
How do you know if you're talking to someone that they're in a job that they hate? Always this aggressive shove down their throat and hate. So he's talking about cold prospecting people. There's a lot of people, if you're just messaging strangers on the internet, that's like private information. A stranger isn't just going to volunteer that information that they hate their job. You know, you might know that from a close friend or a family member, but that's it, you know. But you can see this is a good example of what these trainings look like. Everybody's riveted, hanging on his every word. And these people are imitating this behavior for their teams. They're teaching their downlines the same thing. They're saying to their teams, nothing in you cares enough. You want to be nice. You think that's being nice, is being supportive, like mocking. All of these people are teaching their downlines that this is okay to talk to people like this, to train. They train their teams like this.
Let me not offer them a solution because I'm nice. I don't want them thinking I'm greedy.
You are greedy. Oh, shit. I don't know if I can use this because it's a clip of people.
And inside me cares enough. I care more about how I look to them than possibly helping them.
I'm going to just drop this down because the camera angle changes and then you can see people. And I don't want people's faces to be seen, even though they're kind of from a distance, you can't really tell who they are. I don't know. I want to protect their identity. I want these people to get out one day. And this could have been me sitting in there too, you know. So I'll just play it until the camera angle changes again.
Well, there's a lot of people that say, you know what, I'm connected to a lot of people, and I chat with them, and their grandsons are doing fantastic, but I just can't bring myself to, ask them about joining the business or my product.
Why do you think that is? Why is that such a universal experience? That people have such a hard time that are in network marketing, that believe in it so much. Why is it such a universal experience, even amongst top leaders, to have such a hard time to destroy a potential friendship by making it transactional, by knowing that what they're doing is wrong? How's your grandson? And now I'm reluctant because now I'm really going to ask you what was on my mind from the beginning, which is, I have a solution for you. Would you be open to taking a look at this business opportunity? It could solve all of your problems. Because I think people know it's wrong. That's why we have such resistance to it. It's weird that all these multi-level marketing coaches have to constantly train on this and make it that there's something wrong with you for not wanting to ask these questions, because people know it's wrong. They know they're manipulating people, and they know it's not a solution, because most 99% of people aren't finding it a solution at all. And it's a small, more than 99% of people, small percentage at the top may find it's a solution for their problems, for their financial problems, perhaps. But then they've got to deal with their conscience when they wake up and they realize that they've manipulated so many people that they've got to reconcile what they've done. And there's no amount of money. You can't put a price tag on that. That's why people leave. That's why people leave when they're at the top. They're like, what have I been a part of, Most the things the people do, everything in them cares enough. Everything in me cares enough. Ice. There's a new word. Everything in me cares enough. Dramatic pause, flick pin around and walk, making eye contact with various people throughout the room.
You don't care enough about them. Because what if my friend, my buddy Chris, Cape Coral, what if he didn't invite me? Right?
Then you wouldn't have become the #1 income earner of that company, because you wouldn't have gotten in at pre-launch. That's what would have happened. And then you wouldn't have sold your position eventually and then become a network marketing coach. The world would have been a better place had you not done that. Maybe you would have woken up sooner. Maybe you would have stopped scamming people out of tens of thousands of dollars. And now with religious manipulation on top of it, that's what would have happened. Well, maybe, who knows? Nobody knows, you know. Nobody knows, you know.
What if he said, well, you know what, Ray may think I'm trying to sell him, and you know what, hey, what's up, Ray? You know what, I can't ask him. I don't want him to think I'm selling him. Well, then my life wouldn't have changed. Thanks, Chris. Thanks for not caring enough. So this nice
narrator comes in. Chris didn't care enough. Just Chris wanted to recruit you to grow his own network marketing business. Nobody cares. It's not that you care about them. You care about yourself. And you veil it like, I'm really helping you. And we do believe it when we're in it. We think that we're just helping people, but we're not. We're just helping ourselves. We just see you as a number. Well, say we don't see you as a number. I see you as a real person, but I'm doing you a disservice if I don't at least present you with the opportunity, because it could happen for you and it doesn't. The statistics are there, but we don't see it when we're in.
Nice facade that we play that keeps our self-image to where it's not damaged or anything, because God forbid they
The irony there.
think differently of us. You know, the coaches that were complete waste of time for me, the ones that never challenged me.
What about the clients that fucking challenged you? Oh, he doesn't like to be challenged. He likes to be reaffirmed in his own opinion. I think maybe I'd be curious to see what his coaches actually told him, if they ever, or if there's like that feeling of superiority. Like if he pays a lot of money, then he'll listen to someone. He has to think that they're better than him in order to listen. He can't possibly think that somebody who has less money, maybe less social media influence, perceived social media influence, anybody that is lesser than him, he couldn't possibly learn anything from. It's just like, they're a complete waste of time. All these coaches, they didn't challenge me. Well, what he would say, if somebody was saying that about one of his coaches or his own coaching, they'd be like, well, then you should challenge yourself. Well, maybe you should have spoken up to them and said, this isn't challenging me, because coaching is a collaborative effort. You can't read your mind. If it's not enough, then you should let them know it's not their fault. It's partially your fault too.
The one that says, boy, Ray, you're doing really good stuff, man. Way to go. Okay, what kind of, I think you're on the right track. Thanks for that. Pointless.
And it's not pointless at all. But this sets up like why then you accept his ill treatment of you and your downline and other people as okay, because that's true coaching. True coaching isn't saying good job, you're on the right track. True coaching needs to be, you need to be punched in the face. You need to have it shoved down your throat. You need to be smacked around. That's the only way. That's real coaching. See how fucked up this is? We're only like 4.5 minutes into this.
But this, I'm telling you, if you can really embrace this and embrace it, not to be forceful, you're right? Well, if I really cared, I'd force them into this thing. No, I'm not saying that. But you at least give them the possibility. And that's what you got to focus on. You got to focus on possibility.
Isn't this fucking weird? Like that he has to write down possibility. There's always been the fucking fascination with P words. This is so weird. Why the P words?
Whether you know what to do with them or not, if they do say yes, has anyone in the history of your company figured it out? Has anyone in the history of your company had a testimonial around the product or made a dollar? Well, what do you mean? You didn't recruit them? I don't understand.
Has anyone in the history of your company ever recruited someone or ever made a dollar? Therefore, you can take their story and use it as your own. And he'll expand on this because this was also done as a Ray Daily, one of the daily live videos that he would do in Rank Makers. That's what they were called. If anybody in the history of network marketing or multi-level marketing or direct sales has ever made $1 or ever sold a product, well, you can use their story as well. If there's been any bus driver anywhere in all of network marketing that has ever recruited a person, you can use their story. That's where this goes.
You have to start looking at possibility. If I'm talking to someone who's in a dead-end job, hates it.
Who's in a dead-end job? How do they know that you're in it? Now I see this on the other side. There's this real this contempt for people outside of network marketing. We have the solution. We're better than you. You see someone who's in a dead-end job and they hate it. How do you know that their job is a dead-end job unless you know that person and that they've confided in you? You don't know jack shit about their job. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know all the different alternate realities, the alternate like paths that will fucking unfold. Maybe that job leads them to something else. It's the only solution is network marketing. And again, with the word hate, this is very interesting. This is 2019.
And I don't offer them some kind of option. What's their possibility? Extremely
Nothing.
limited.
It's just like squalor and depression and their life is over because the only solution is some network marketer presenting them with this opportunity. That's it. That's the only, their life is going to be a piece of shit because they have no autonomy. They can't think for themselves. They don't, they're so narrow-minded. They're just so depressed. It's going to be over for them. The only thing that could possibly change their life, not them, is you sliding into their DMs and seeing if they're open to taking a look at your business opportunity. Oh, fuck.
I could at least offer them the possibility. Unless I just didn't give a shit.
See? He fucking swears.
If I don't care if they ever change their job or not, then I'll just be nice and say, hopefully it'll get better. I'll be nice so that you don't judge me and think I'm greedy.
See, it's like not the only reason why you wouldn't be prospecting someone and somebody is telling you, maybe they are confiding in you about a vulnerable point in their life that they don't like their job, or maybe they're going through a rough time. And it's up to you to then say, well, you should ditch that job. You should at least explore this possibility. A friend listens. It's not up to you to solve a problem. People aren't problems to be solved. But this is network marketing. That's all it's about. It's about money. And you're in a cult. You think us versus them. They hate it. Everything is so fucking extreme. You don't give a shit. You want to protect your image. You want to not ask them if they're open to taking a look at your opportunity because nothing in you cares enough. I'm going to shame you. I'm going to insult you. I'm going to make you feel like a bad person because there's something deep inside you that you don't want to ask people because you know that you're in a pyramid scheme.
Does that make you look at things a little different? I'm telling you, if you don't care enough, then you will just keep prospecting, or not prospecting, but you'll keep connecting with people and complimenting on their jewelry and purses and whatever else, and you'll never pop the question.
That's, would you be open to taking a look at this video? So I used his approach. I thought it was good. I thought, I don't want to build rapport with people. I don't want to be fake. I don't want to pretend to build a relationship with someone. Fuck, I know. Here I am emotionally manipulating people with the live videos I'm doing and content I'm creating, unbeknownst to me that I'm doing this. But in my prospecting messages, I took his approach of being like, hey, I know we don't know each other, but I see you're a real realtor. I help realtors make some extra money online. Would you be open to taking a look at what I'm doing? If not, no big deal. So I said it right out at the fucking get-go. I thought that was a good approach.
You don't care enough. Because you do run a risk when you're not nice. When you're offering a possibility, you do run a risk of them not being your friend. How dare you offer me a possibility?
Look at this. This is how it's framed. Because they know that you're in a pyramid scheme and you're preying upon them when they've told you and confided in you that they don't like their job. And you're swooping in, trying to get them to buy your starter pack. So then you can go into rank makers and say, I just recruited another person to my team. And it's like, how dare they? No, it's like, how dare you? After all these years, you've chosen to become a multi-level marketing coach when you know exactly what the fuck is going on. Choosing to exploit people when you know damn well most people are doomed to fail, and still peddling this mindset nonsense and this shaming people of asking, building relationships and then being too afraid to ask them if they want to be like, look at the opportunity. And then also like throwing fucking shit on the friend that says, no, I don't, like they're a bad person. This is fucking pathetic.
If you can get that and combine it with not being addicted to the outcome. So what that would look like is, we have a friend that she just had a lot of challenges, man, a lot of challenges in her life. Different, relationship challenges, job challenges, financial, lots of challenges. And
not once in the 5 years I was within Rank Makers or the year I was within 100K Inner Circle coaching did Ray ever discuss the statistics of the multi-level marketing industry or the statistics that the DSA puts out. Never once gave a training on just tracking your expenses and your income. Never once said, do a profit and loss statement. It's always stories. It's always like there's something wrong with you, your mindset, you're being nice, nothing in you cares enough. And then this person is going to say, how dare you offer me this solution? I'm not going to be your friend anymore. So not only are you a bad person for not wanting to ask or have reservations about asking someone if they want to look at your business opportunity or your products or whatever, but the person who says no is also a shit person.
And, been friends with her for a long time.
But we get around that just by telling all these convoluted stories that just everybody just sits there. We're like, yes. There's a lot of people in this room.
And, I said to her one day, I'm like, you're a really talented person. Like, I know, I see you, going from job to job, relationship.
I bet this story never fucking happened.
Everything. And, you're a really talented person. I think you would do good at network marketing. I really do. I think you would do well with network marketing. And, I ran the risk of looking like I'm trying to sell her. And I said, listen, I don't know if this thing's a fit for you or not, but come to this meeting, come check it out. And I had that kind of conversation with a lot of people. Some came, some.
So it's like, where did this conversation happen? How did this go? The details, the stories, they're so vague, right? Oh, this person was going from job to job doing this. And I said, like, where did you say this? Like, were you walking your dog? Were you out for coffee? Were you at a restaurant and you're just, you're like, you know what? I don't know if this may or may not be a fit for you. Who the fuck talks like that? You do when you're prospecting people on Messenger, but you don't fucking say that. This may or may not be a fit for you. It's like cult red flags pop up right out of the ground. Everywhere they come dropping out of the sky when people say that. I ran the risk. It's because this never happened. I bet you this never happened.
Didn't. She comes, and at that time she had I would
like making something up now. It's like, who can I be? I said Amy from Alabama. Who could I say? What? It's like he's just making this shit up. I bet you.
guess her son was.
Oh, she's had a son. Maybe she had a daughter. What age should he has no fucking clue.
13, 14, maybe, be my guess. And so she comes to this meeting. She's like, Ray, I'm going to do it. I'm like, awesome, great. So she comes in and she crushes it, wins a cruise.
Crushes it. I bet you there's the first 3 months, because usually there's like a period where you can maximize your bonuses. And if you have a large enough network, or you get in at pre-launch. A lot of these times you get in, or you're the first person in your area with a particular company, there's a good chance that you can maximize all your bonuses in that first period. It's meant to give you a false sense of what your success could look like. And then it can like drop down. That's one of the many experiences people have. Because keep in mind, over 99% of people have to fail for this business model to work. It doesn't matter how hard you work. It doesn't matter how many people you prospect. It doesn't matter how many live videos you do. It doesn't matter how much you personal development and you work on your mindset. The statistics don't fucking change. So now it's like she was crushing it. She won a cruise. So let's see, there's probably going to be something wrong with her because she didn't recruit people or something.
Takes her son on that cruise and has a time of her life. This is a friend we'd known for a long time. And that's because I wasn't just nice to her.
Oh, God.
I didn't say the things will get better for you. I wanted to at least share the possibility with her. Now, I have a bunch of other friends that were in tough situations that I showed the possibility to, said no. It's okay.
So this still, it just doesn't mean anything. This is just an empty story. Vacuous. One person had success. I presented this story to other people and they're like, no.
Hey, still friends.
Okay. I doubt that. I doubt this man has any friends outside of multi-level marketing. There's no fucking way.
Okay. But at least it's not on my shoulders that I was too nice because I didn't care enough. It's not on.
See, this is important. So what we believe and what we're coached and what like we're doubly indoctrinated with our multi-level marketing companies plus multi-level marketing coaching is that your failure at life is our responsibility. So this accounts for the proselytization. It's like we're knocking on your door. Hi, would you like to see like Lord and Savior Jesus Christ? Like that's what it's like. At least it's not on my shoulders. It was never on your shoulders because you are intruding onto somebody else's life, assuming responsibility that is not yours. This is network marketing. This is why we behave so obnoxiously. Because we fucking think we're going to save you. Just like cults. We need to. We have to keep asking. I don't want it on my shoulders. At least I gave you the chance, you know? And you can just sit there and, you know, just sit there in squalor and just sit with your dead-end job. But at least I gave you the option. I can sleep well at night.
On my shoulders that I didn't at least offer him a possibility. What if you start thinking like that with everyone? And so all the chit chat, like can I just small talk someone's life to be in better? I don't think so, right?
No, but what you can do is you can have genuine friendships where you're having conversations where you're not going to be personally benefiting from it. That's what being a human is. That's what having real relationships are about. Small chit chat, meaningless stuff. Don't waste your time on that.
Can I placate someone to them changing their life? I don't think so. Could I offer them the possibility and they not do anything with it?
Okay, I know I'm pausing this a lot, but I think I know it's important to keep emphasizing this. This is why we behave the way we do. So in listening to someone, empathizing with someone is reframed as placating them. They are less than. They're whining. They're stuck in a dead-end job. They hate it. It's up to you to offer the possibility. You're a terrible person. You're just going to, no, you're listening to them. You could be a friend. But all roads lead back to fucking presenting them with your business opportunity. Every relationship is transactional. It's a potential transaction. Exploit every relationship you have. You owe it to your friends. It's amazing that, it's amazing when you leave that, like I have lost some friends, but it's because they are still in multi-level marketing. People that haven't even been been like a multi-level marketing distributor, but just love the product so much. I've lost friendships over that because I'm speaking out. This is what cults do. They just fucking shun. Don't talk to them. They're a hater. Do not take in any additional information. And what's wild, especially with rank makers, the sheer number of people that are coming forward and leaving comments and talking about their horrible experiences. And yet they're all fucking haters. They're all negative. All of them are uncoachable. How many fucking people does it take before it fucking gets through? And if you're watching this and you are a rank maker, how many people is it going to take before it gets through? How many people have to be hurt before it gets through to you? And I know this is it's ridiculous for me to even say this because you're not, when you're in a cult, you can't hear this stuff, I know I couldn't. But there's a common denominator here. Everywhere you go, there you are.
Sure. Am I worse off than if I just placate them and never actually pop the question and ask them if they're open to taking a look? Am I worse off? I don't think I'm worse off. I at least know I at least know that I cared enough to see if they were open to a possibility. At least on my shoulders, hey, at least I cared enough to tell you about it.
It's like the mental gymnastics to justify prospecting every single person in every aspect of your life. I care enough. Robert Fitzpatrick writes in Ponzinomics, I think. This is the book where it was written in, how all the words are redefined. Selling is actually helping. Everything is, it has a different word substitution. I'm not taking advantage of you. I care enough about you. And we believe this shit. I did. Ugh.
But if I don't, then I don't care about them. Don't care. Does this make sense?
If you don't prospect them, you don't care about them. And how he's saying this over and over and over again. And everybody's in here taking it in. It's like, yes, this makes sense. Yes. And then they go out and they treat people like this. And then they teach their downlines to do this. You don't care about people. And then you think, I'm a bad person. I don't care enough. Oh, I don't want to ask this person. I don't want to ask my doctor if I could like explode their business. They could be making like residual income because you're going to look like a fucking fool. Be like, but you know what? Maybe they're just overworked. I should actually ask them. Like, I care enough. Ugh, fucking cringe.
See, this is where where's the script in this, Ray? There's no script here. But if you can get this, you will naturally pop the question more often. If you can understand just this concept.
The fucking pop the question, eh?
But the next time you're talking to someone that is struggling, you either care enough to pop the question and give them the possibility of changing their life, or you don't care enough and you care more about how you look to them.
It's black or white. That's it. The next time you're talking to someone who is struggling, although what are you going to do? Okay, I'm struggling. I'm confiding in you this personal information, and then you're going to prospect me. How the fuck do you think that's going to go? It's not going to go well. People are going to say, why are you prospecting me now? Why? I can't believe that you are exploiting our friendship. Some people will sign up. This sets people up for failure. And then it puts all the onus on them. And he says there's no script for this. So when inevitably it doesn't work, it's going to be on you. You didn't say enough. You didn't intrinsically care enough about people. This is so weird.
It can't be both. It's one or the other. You either care enough about them to risk your self-image and see if they're open. If you do it the way that we teach, the risk isn't even that high. I mean, I'm saying, hey, give them, see if they're open, give them an out, right? Is that I can't believe you asked me if I was open and told me it may not be a fit for me. How dare you? Never had that said. You don't have to burn out your warm market. If you're seeing, are you open? Give them an out. Who's burnt out from that?
Everybody. Everybody's burnt out from it. because nobody wants to get into a pyramid scheme. Nobody wants to lose friendships and fucking thousands of dollars and then have to deal with psychological fucking damage. And then have a fucking leader of a group make content about them when they leave. Jesus Christ. There is a lot of fucking damage from this.
If they are, some serious issues there.
You know, there's a lot in me that cares enough, and I don't give a shit about my self-image. That's why I'm out here creating content, not fucking monetizing it, just making sure I get on the record and helping as many people get out and let them know that they're not alone as I can. I'm being nice. Like, I'll be ice. Everything in me cares enough.
There. You know, someone said, someone in Rank Makers I saw today posted,
Oh, shit.
I lost a friend. She was bashing me so much. And my response was, well, then you didn't lose a friend. She was bashing you so much, you didn't lose a friend, you revealed.
I really am curious as to what the friend was bashing. Maybe the friend, I bet you what happened, that friend was saying you're in a pyramid scheme and this guy is fucking toxic. He is taking your money and you are most people are guaranteed to lose, and he's perpetuating this horrible cycle. But we interpret it as hate, and it's like they're bashing you. It's like you just revealed. That wasn't a friend. That just revealed. It's like, really? That's the only interpretation of this. What that does is it continues to isolate you from your friends, your real friends and family. Remember, he just said he likes coaches that challenge him, but you don't want to be challenged from your friends because it's called bashing or hating. Not critically thinking. It's got to be bashing, taking it as a personal attack. So get rid of those people. Whatever this definition of bashing is, which we all know what that fucking definition of bashing is. Encouraging someone to critically think and point out that they're in a pyramid scheme. Have you looked at the income disclosure statement? You know, they're like, don't tell me what to do. This is I love these products. And I know for me, I was 3 months in and I had friends try to reach out to me and I just thought they were haters. And I made terrible passive aggressive content. Oh, fuck. It's so embarrassing now looking back, you know? But this is how it is, us versus them. This is what happens in a high control group. Stay in an echo chamber. Stay in our fold in network marketing. Put those walls up. Reinforce. You're in a rut. You keep staying here. The rut gets higher and higher and higher. Those friends, they just revealed themselves.
An enemy. You revealed a non-friend is what you did.
An enemy.
And there are people that I had connected in my life that, you know, as soon as I did something against the grain, they no longer wanted to be connected to me.
I wonder, against the grain, would that be lying, exploiting them, possibly abusing them? Not saying that that's the case, but if it is, that could be a potential few reasons why they might not want anything to do with you.
I don't consider that a lost friend. It's you were addicted to the box that you placed me in. And once I got out of that box, then you no longer had use for me and you discarded me. So.
See, this is dark shit. This is when I think it's like shit from childhood, then it shapes an individual. And then when they get like money and influence, and then they influence others. And this is so fucking bad. Like, this shows how he views people. In my opinion, this is what it looks like. What do you think? People like like, who discarded you? Like, why are you so angry? Why do you view people like this? People aren't like this. Some people are. You're like this.
It's okay. I'm not worried about you not being my friend anymore. Because if being a friend means I have to fit in this little box. I got
it works two ways, doesn't it?
really good friend of mine, one of my best friends, Gabe, great guy. He was our realtor too, so he's really happy with us right now. And he made some loot on that one. But awesome guy. So he's lived in well, I don't know how long, but I've known him for
I just want to say, you know, like friendships and relationships don't work like this. The world is not black and white. It is filled with like fucking different shades. And, you know, especially when you've had, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you get older and you lose people. My generation, we've lost so many fucking people, you know, well, before their time. And shit that is like so black and white, it doesn't become black and white. It doesn't become as important. And everybody has the right to make their own decisions about who they want in their life and that. But it's really sad to see within network marketing that it's just like that's it. You just cut people out of your life and then that's it. That's done. That was just an enemy. And it's like, it's rarely that black and white. There are always nuances. And you're missing out, you know, on life. You're missing out on what life is really about by dismissing that, you know? It's unfortunate.
He started coming to my real estate meetings. So I've probably known him for 14 years, would be my guess, 14, 15 years. And he's, you know, realtor. And he'd been, you know, he actually, him and a few other guys were the very first mastermind I ever formed. And we formed it just as buds, you know, like there was no pain or anything. It was just a couple buds got together, and one was an investor, one was worked for Morgan Stanley. He was a realtor, then he became a broker, then he sold that and whatever. But anyway, and
this reminds me, my dad would tell these stories. He'd be like, was that Wednesday that we went to Calgary, or was it Thursday? I think it was Wednesday. Was it Thursday? And then we came across Fred. No, it wasn't Fred. It's like, fucking just get on with the story.
And so he says to me, he goes, hey man, I'm leaving Florida. I'm like, oh dude, because he's got two young daughters, so Sabrina just loves, you know, hanging out with them and everything. And so I'm sorry, he's got daughter, sorry. And but they're younger, and Sabrina loves them. And so he says, I'm leaving Florida. And I'm like, oh, bummer, man. Well, what you up to? And he says, I'm gonna spend half my time in California, half my time in Michigan. And so I'm actually going up. We're gonna spend a month in Michigan to hang out with him and just kind of, get out of the July, summer Florida and escape. But he says to me, he goes,
any Canadian is like, July in Florida would be amazing. Bring on the heat. And then we'll complain about it and then get in the air conditioning.
He goes, yeah, man, when I'm in California, I'm going to open up a yoga studio. Now, he does very well in real estate. Like he crushes it. And he's got, he has bigger clients than me. He's, than I am, right? He's, he does well, really well. And so
it just means money. That's it. He makes a shit ton of money. That means crushing it. It's just that's the metric of success. That's the only metric of success, and the definition of success and ultimately happiness is you have to be making millions of dollars, or that's what it's implied, It's so weird. It's so narrow.
Initial thought. Now he's a very, I'd say that I do say this to him. He's a hippie, right? He's a total hippie. And loves yoga, loves, all hippie things. And
that's so fucking weird. Honestly, he's like, look, I love all generations. I know I'm going to have some fucking Gen X slander right now. He is not fucking Gen X. I don't give a fuck. He is more like a fucking boomer. And I've got boomer friends that are more fucking Gen X. And it doesn't matter what generation you are, but this is just fucking weird.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I like a lot of that stuff, but I'm not, I'm very low on the hippie quotient comparatively, right?
That's because you have a stick up your ass. Fuck, maybe if you like removed it and laughed a bit and didn't take yourself so seriously, you wouldn't be judging people that are different than you. Imagine that. Holy fuck.
He's a 10 on the hippie deal. And so, he tells me that, and my initial reaction was, oh, that's awesome, man. You love yoga. That's super cool. And his wife immediately said, you know what? That's why you guys are the only friends we're going to miss. And I'm like, what do you mean? And she said, every other friend that they told that to, they told that story to, said, what are you doing, dude? You're making so much money in real estate. What's wrong with you, man? If you're gonna walk away from all this money. My thing is, hey, you're following your passion. That's awesome.
No, the only reason why he said that is because that guy's making more money than Ray. If Ray was making more money than him, he would be talking down to him. That's exactly what would happen.
Way to go. And so that's just because I'm his friend, right? I don't see him in some box. I'm not his friend only if he whatever. And if that's I trust my friend to go after his passion, and I think it's awesome. Like, it's super cool. And so there's always going to be people that don't agree, accept, or approve of your directions in life, and don't get so tangled up. Don't you get addicted to them being in their box.
So see this, don't you get addicted to being in their box. They've pinned you in this box. But he's wildly successful. He's making so much more money than me. Therefore, it's okay for him. But anybody else, you're in a dead-end job and you hate it. And nothing in you cares enough to present them the opportunity. This has nothing to do with friendship. This has everything to do with perceived influence. And how can I get in their good books? How can I, if I will be submissive to people who have more money than me and more success than me. And I will be more domineering over people that I perceive to have less money and less influence than me. That's all this is about.
Supportive box, their friend box. Don't you be addicted to that. They are, if they're chastising you for making a move,
if a friend is chastising you for making a move, maybe a friend is concerned about you investing tens of thousands of dollars into multi-level marketing coaching. Maybe a friend is telling you, do you know what? You're in this toxic relationship. I saw this happen with this fucking dude. Maybe you should take a look at this. I read this article. There's this news story about your multi-level marketing company. Don't pay attention to it. That's not real friendship. That's their problem. This is such a sad view of friendship. Has he ever had a fucking friend? Like a real fucking friend without anything. Like, you actually, like, what a friend is. They just accept you as you are. When you're mad, when you throw a tantrum, when you're happy. It has nothing to do, you wouldn't even know. You might forget their birthday. You don't give a fuck because the friendship transcends that. You don't know how much money they make because it doesn't matter. Like, I don't think he's ever had a fucking friend,
chastising and giving you negativity because you're trying to grow, then they're addicted to you being in a certain box and may not be your friend. So don't worry so much about, let me color in the lines so that they don't, mistreat me or I lose them as a friend. Does that make sense?
And what's weird about this is that this is what we do when we're in multi-level marketing, is that any criticism, any scrutiny, we're like, you're trying to keep me in this box. I've had it with, I said this whole thing. I wrote this thing. I've had it with people putting me in a box that I need to behave a certain way. I'm going to be myself. We all say this shit. And it's people that actually care about us, that have the courage to tell us the truth instead of what we want to hear from people that we don't really know, but we need to suspend our critical thinking and just continue to pay money and not look at the flawed business model and the terrible coaching advice, which is not positive or uplifting or even accurate. It's just meant to make you feel like shit, feel like a bad person, and move further away from your friends and deeper into the cult, deeper into the world of network marketing.
But you really got to get this. Those of you who are connecting with people, you know, and this is, and I teach this in a way to sales speakers. And, you know, like I've had, you know, different, you know, real estate sales speaker, insurance, you know, different sales speakers that are used to giving, you know, presentations and getting applause and all that stuff. And I just inform them that, you know, if you aren't getting someone to commit to your program as a speaker, then you aren't serving them. You're not serving them. Like how many people at Top Earner Academy Live would benefit from this, you know, this weekend? Most of them, right? And, you know.
So this is the thing. It wasn't Rank Makers Live. It was Top Earner Academy Live. So this has just been mislabeled. And that's why it looks so different. I probably virtually attended this fucking thing. It must have been in 2018 or 17 or something like that. It was called Top Earner Academy Live before it was called Rank Makers Live, I think. So if you're an insurance person, or if you're anybody that's doing speaking gig and you don't get customers, then you're not serving them. And he said this with his 100K Inner Circle coaches as well. If you're not selling them courses or an additional coaching, you're not serving them. It doesn't. And then it got to the point where he was saying, if your job as a coach is to sell these courses and you don't care about them, nothing in you cares enough. Even if they don't really need it. Some of these people are hanging on by a thread because they're starting to critically think. And what your job is as a coach is to reel them back in and get them to spend more money, when maybe what they need to do is take time off social media, get into fucking therapy, and leave network marketing. Start seeing how fast their money mindset improves without having to pay all this money on these courses and this coaching. Holy shit. It's amazing how fast your bank account grows when you leave, you know? Fuck, it's wild.
You know, and I can't force them, but if I just leave Top Earner Academy like it is, you just say, all right, I'm just going to do a great event. Everyone's going to be fired up and it's going to be awesome, right? And I don't offer anything additional, then I'm actually not serving them. Because by the time they get back home from the flight and all that, and they're getting back to a bunch of work and the family stuff, and the kid stubbed their toe,
they're out of your control and can start actually claiming their identity and start critically thinking, I got to find a way to reel them back in. That's how you serve people. But it's phrased as this. They're all inspired and they're motivated and they're going to take action, but then they get home and then they lose it, because that's what these large group awareness trainings do. That's the definition. That is the point of these things. But we take it like we're less than. We were so excited at this meeting, at this Top Earner Academy Live, at Rank Makers Live. What's wrong with me when I get out of this event and go back home into my life? It's because you're manipulated with social psychology techniques, not in this room with the thumping music, but like being around your friends and your colleagues, people that you respect, your mentor that you look up to and respect. You get home, all of that's gone. Well, of course you're going to feel differently. Your emotions are being fucked with. Your mind is being fucked with. But to recapture that, you can just purchase more coaching.
Oh, and the tires are flat, right? When you get back to all that reality, you've forgotten half of what you've learned at that event. So if I don't...
You've forgotten all of it because you didn't learn anything. What has he talked about during this? 17 minutes. This has been going on. I've been talking for an hour. Nice. Nothing in you cares enough. And some stories. He's just blabbed on and on about nothing. And you've forgotten everything. And you feel like, what did I learn? I remember I felt so amazing. I felt like I was transformed. I felt like I had all these breakthroughs. But what is it that I learned? I must have forgotten everything. Oh, I need to get more coaching to remember. It's like you didn't learn anything. It was just a heightened emotional state. The whole point is to wire you to feel like you've achieved these breakthroughs. Oh, that's amazing. When it's just these bumper sticker reduction, motivational quotes. Nothing in me cares enough. You're around these other people. You're like, yeah, that was right. You go have a coffee break. You're talking in the bathroom. You're like, that was amazing. Yeah, it's like, it's so nice to see you here. It's that feeling. You don't actually learn anything. But it's framed as there's something wrong with you. You've forgotten it. It's interesting to see now, just looking back, how this works.
Have something ongoing, if I don't have another thing to offer, then I'm actually not serving people, because the applause is fleeting. You can feel really good at an event, go back home to reality and not actually implement anything. And so it's about how do we help people long term, which is what your network marketing company does. Your network marketing company.
That's a lie. Your network marketing company doesn't help people long term. I think Mon8's income disclosure statement had, it was like 96% of people make on average $22 a year. That's before expenses. And I'll tell you this, it's not because people are just purchasing the product pack because they want a discount. The people are trying to work their businesses, and they're doing everything that you're teaching them and other people are teaching them. And they're not seeing results because the business model is flawed. It's ensuring that most people fail. That's what's really going on here. And what's weird is you wake up from this and you start speaking out, and you will get so much pushback from people from various multi-level marketing companies, and they'll all say the exact same things. My multi-level marketing company is different. I don't need to recruit. I'm so sorry that was your experience, but that wasn't mine. It's fucking copy and paste cult behavior. It's sad. Fuck, this stuff is intense.
Has that. Well, Ray, what is it that I sell? Well, here's this. You can offer this product. Well, Ray, how do I collect money? Well, they got the right here. You just do it right there. Well, what do I show them? Well, this presentation.
What the fuck are you saying?
You help people. You can truly, you at least have the possibility of helping people if you introduce them to a system that they can follow. You're not helping them by placating them. You're not helping them by small talking them. You're not helping them by even giving them money. It's about the worst thing that you can do. And you see.
No, but the best thing that you can do is give fucking Ray money. That's what you can do to him, in the form of, like, he's serving you by offering you a course or coaching or whatever, like a challenge to participate in. Don't give them money by any means. Like, if a friend is in need or, they're desperate, you could help them out. Don't do. That's the worst thing you could do. What a fucked up way to look at people. This is so bad. How did I not see this? All these people are good people too, I don't know about all of them, but I'd like to think that all these people are good people, and they're like similar to me. And we believe. We want to do the right thing. We want to help people. But you can see how hard it is when you're having these conversations with your friends or family members that are deep within multi-level marketing. And all the conversations always circle back to their business opportunity. And they think that they're just helping you. Nothing in them cares enough if they don't ask you. Anything you say, you're like, you didn't sleep well last night, or you complain about a day at work. You say anything, bang, they're in there with a fucking solution for you. And fuck you if you say no. You're a hater. You're bashing them. You just revealed yourself to them as an enemy.
People that they operate this way, so they're in a big bind, and just like the money game. Who mentioned money game, right? So they're in a bind. So what is it that they do? They say, "Oh man,
the money game." I did a video on this, and we were asked when we attended Top Earner Academy Live and Rank Makers Live, don't tell anybody about this. They have to come to this event and find out for themselves. Like another fucking big red flag. Any large group awareness training that is telling you that, oh my God. But anyway, this money game is, he had everybody, or he'd ask people, how many people have made $30,000 or less in multi-level marketing. And there's like all these hands go up. How many people have made $20,000 or less? How many people have made $10,000 or less? How many people have made whatever? So then he picks like, say 10 people, and all these 10 people go up on stage and they say, we're going to play the money game. And so he passes around like a bucket or a hat, and then people will put in money. And a lot of these people that are at the top of the pyramid, they'll put like fucking $1,000 in or whatever. And they'll say, you have a minute, each of you, to pitch us, the audience, why you should get this collected total. And then each person says, you should give me the money because I sold my kids' toys to get to this event. Or you should give me the money because I've been in network marketing for 5 years and I have no money. I'm like failing. I have no recruits. I have no clients. I really need this money to pay my fucking rent, and everybody will say something. And then I've seen this happen twice anyway, and it was the same format. So he must know that this is what people behave like. Then he individually talks with each person and he gives them, and then you don't know what he says to each person, but then they have another chance to pitch us, all the audience. And then they say, instead of saying, oh, like I need to pay for my rent, they do stand up more confidently. And they say, you should give me this money because I know this other language and I can give you this free lessons. I'll give you like 3 months free coaching on how to like speak this new language. And I've also created this ebook that I will give to you for free. And then another person will be like, you should give me the like whatever, like the $20,000 or the $2,000 that's in this bucket because one of them was, I'm a millennial and millennial marketing. I can give you inside information about that. I'll tell you blah, blah, blah. So everybody then talks about the value that they have and they have pride in themselves then to like pitch you. So you see how fucked up this is. Like there's value in that. There's goodness in that because you could see people were actually more confident and they were excited and they're like, and all he told them to do was like, find something in you. Like, what do you have? What's a skill that you have? What's something that you could teach someone? And people feel better. They're coming from that place of feeling really empowered and themselves, and they're authentic and they are more compelling instead of being like, you should give me this money because I'm needy. I need it. So we feel like this disdain and a repulsion of someone who's actually in fucking need and isn't trying to sell you something. And at the same time, you see like the improvement in the person's whole like demeanor and belief in themselves when they are excitedly talking about something that they could do for you. But all of this is about purchasing more coaching from Ray and buying courses. It's meant to keep you in the loop of buying courses from him and coaching. That's all this is about.
And I'm really struggling right now. And man, I need $400 and man, times are really tough. And so that is how they show up, which is not inspirational. It's not impacting. It's not.
No, but it is human and there is empathy. I mean, can you imagine this fucker walking on the street and seeing a homeless person? Like, you just like fucking get up and do something, not even, you know what? I can just fucking see this guy. No fucking compassion at all. What the fuck happened to you, dude?
Not creating possibility for anyone else. Whereas, I would draw and you should draw, I would draw the conclusion, I need something. How do I help someone? How do I impact somebody? How do I bring?
I need something. How can I help someone? I need something. How can I manipulate someone? You could just need something and just get it. Because that's what people do. That's what like these charitable organizations are for. That's what like fucking people do. They pull together. You can be in need and you can just ask for help and you'll get help. It doesn't need to be this whole convoluted rigmarole, but it does in network marketing. And it certainly does for this, selling this kind of coaching and this in high control group. But in real life, that's not how real life works. There's no shame in needing help. There's no shame in asking for help. There's no shame in being low and relying on your friends. That's what friendship is.
Bring more value to the marketplace. What is it that the marketplace needs? What solutions can I help with? And that's the flexibility.
No, it's like, what does your mental health need? What does your family members need? What do your friends need? Not the marketplace. The marketplace isn't your friend. I mean, maybe the marketplace is your fucking friend. That would explain a lot.
That's what's so amazing. One of the things, the flexibility of network marketing is that it can serve so many problems. Time problems, financial problems, the problems that your product or service solves and helps with.
Network marketing solves time and money problems. Bullshit. And we all know that's not true.
So if you care, you at least ask them if they're open without an addiction to the outcome. Now, if you're, total jerk to anyone that says no, then that's not healthy, not good for the profession, not good for you.
You see the contradictions? This is important for me to pause it this much. If they're bashing you, which probably means a rejection, they've revealed themselves as an enemy to you. And yet, you are supposed to be not addicted to the outcome. That's fine. I'm going to confuse the issue even further by telling you this long, convoluted story about a friend that I had at some point that had 2 daughters or a son and a daughter, or where did he go? And he moved here to do a yoga studio. Holy fuck. And I just decided to still be his friend. And at the same time, if they're saying no to you and they put you in this box, that's on them. It's just like, what the fuck are you saying? And none of us know. But we all think it's like, this makes sense. Run. And like everybody's writing notes. And what has he said? I wrote notes like this too.
And that is, just weird. Don't do it. By the way, Gabe, again, one of my best friends, he was with me in 2 different network marketing companies, said no to the last 2, still good friends, right? I'm not like, if you're not with me, you're not my friend, because that's weird. Do you have friends in other occupations?
Yeah, it is fucking weird. And most people in network marketing don't have good friends because they learn from you and other coaches and the multi-level marketing industry that they can't, that they're all haters and that they're enemies and that they're bashing. In other professions and occupations, you can have other friends, but not in network marketing because it's a cult. And it goes us versus them. And it gets deeper and deeper and deeper.
Hope so. Wait, you're
and one fucking story from this guy, that's proof that it happens. Yeah, bullshit. It's just another story.
No longer a pharmacist? I hate you. It makes no sense.
Hate, again. This obsession with the fucking word hate.
But in network marketing, people operate that way. They don't need to support you. They don't need.
He's just gone off camera. Where the fuck did he go? He's just gone. He's just disappeared. Where are you?
Need to order from you because you helped them move in college.
The cameraman went pee. The cameraman got fired after this.
Right? If they see benefit, then awesome. And if they don't, they can still be your friend. So support, in my opinion, what are you owed from a friend? You're owed that they don't bash you.
Define bashing. That's important in network marketing. Define bashing. Being critical and concerned about people's choices is the job of a good friend. Not pointing out there's danger ahead is not a good friend. But you can see this is the level of manipulation that we experience.
That's what I think you're entitled to, is that they don't bash you. And if they do, then not a friend.
And that's not true. You can have disagreements with people. You can have fucking explosive disagreements with people, and it's not that big a deal. It's not the end of the world. Like, It's life. How bad like the friend is bashing you. All this is about is that he's talking to people in network marketing and they're saying you're in a pyramid scheme, or this product didn't work for me, or my business isn't working. This is a flawed business model. And they're bashing me. Who fucking, what friend like, if you just separate this from network marketing altogether, nobody ever talks like this. A friend is bashing me. You make friends, it never fucking even occurs to anybody that it's like all of a sudden this friend bashes me and they're no longer my friend. Only in fucking network marketing is this language and this like predictable behavior common. That people are always bashing you. Oh, there's another example of a friend bashing me. This does not fucking happen outside multi-level marketing. Somebody doesn't just start fucking bashing you. What does that mean? They're on social media saying, get out of your pyramid scheme. They're like, you're a terrible person because what the fuck? What is bashing? You can have a fight with someone. You can have a disagreement and you can still be friends. Like it's not all fucking smooth sailing all the time. That's okay. That's normal. What's the expression? The ship in the harbor, it has to be on the smooth. I don't know. Whatever. The ship was made to sail or whatever. You're going to have shit that goes wrong in your life. It's not like you cut everybody out. Some of those best friendships that you have, you've been through shit together. And it's not pretty. And it's okay. That's the part of the beautiful variances of life, you know. You're missing out on life when you just cut everybody out. But this is network marketing.
But they don't owe you to buy your product or service or join your team or any of that stuff. Does that make sense?
They don't owe you, but if they bash you, they don't owe you. But like it's just contradiction after contradiction.
Okay.
Oh, thank God it's over. I was at the end there too. Oh, that was another intense one. So now you know, nice training from rank makers. Nothing inside me cares enough. Nothing inside you cares enough if you don't reach out to someone and present them with a business opportunity. Nothing inside you cares enough. And on that happy note, thank you for watching. And I'll see you in the next video.
Okay, shall I just dive in?
Yeah, you just dive in, girlfriend.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to share. I thought of another tip as well, and I'll start with that because it's Invest, Learn, Teach, that ILT.
No fucking way! Did I honestly just say that? No!
Oh my God! You know what?
Shit!
No, but because you are
That's why I couldn't make a killing. Didn't have a time, but I always had a vision. Always had hopes. Never had hopes for a living. Didn't know how, but I always had a feeling. I was gonna be that one in a million. Always had hopes. Mama said, fulfill the prophecy, be something great. Go make a legacy, manifest destiny. Back in the days we wanted everything. Mama said, burn your biographies, rewrite your history, light up your wildest dreams, museum victories. Every day we wanted everything. Mama said, don't give up, it's a little complicated. All tied up, no more love.